Well, all right, we had a cowboy hat in that one. You can never go wrong when you got a cowboy hat.
Yeah, and everyone wearing pink tonight at the games I was at, you saw it too,
Yeah,
and you saw it there as
it.
well for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so really excited to see all the pink out there in support.
Certainly nice to see the NFL's lasting effect that's trickled down, obviously, all the way down to the high schools. They started that a number of years ago, and now obviously having a good impact for the positive on some of the youth, and obviously in Texas and around the country, as like everybody else, we support breast cancer. Certainly a tough fight for a lot of women around the country. So a big impact on some of our players and coaches as well. So certainly good to see everybody getting involved. Well, let's talk 2A, Brianna. A lot of big matchups tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of big matchups, and we had one. We're going to show it to you. West Texas High taking on Panhandle.
In the first quarter, we were scoreless. It was 4th and 2. West Texas with the football. Dallas Riggs can't secure the handoff, and it's scooped up by Dusty Huey. And he has a seam, breaks a tackle, and he gone 70-yard scoop and score for the touchdown. First touchdown of the game. Later in the first, still 7-0. Panhandle out in front. 4th and 1. Comanches Jalen Conyers mishandles the snap. A lot of bad ball handling in this one, but he's able to scoop it up. However, it's a forced turnover on downs. On the ensuing play, check out Colby Neely with the pitch. He cuts back inside, and he's off to the races. He's fast. 55 yards into the end zone. Extra point, no good. 13-0 Panhandle. Later in the first, same score. Conyers again, trying to get the Comanches on the board, and he's picked off by James Rogers, who takes it back about 15 yards, eventually brought down, but Panhandle blanks the Comanches 20-0, a big win for the Panthers at home. Sunray taking on Stratford in the third quarter. Edwin Ortega for the Bobcats with the pick. Very nice play. Jumped up, made the nice play. It was tied at 21 at that point later in the third quarter. Ethan O'Brotherton, where art thou? A nice carry up the middle. Some tough running. Look at that. Takes a whole pack of elks to take him down. Still tied at 21. Then later, Stratford with the football. Cade McBride back to pass.
Look at that throw.
Showing off the arm. 40 yards complete to Shea Hess. But that drive would stall now to the fourth. Edwin Ortega again.
Carrying it out all day.
80 yards. That's tough tackling right there. And then he just turns on the Jets, and he's eventually brought down. But Stratford goes on to get the win. 28-21, a big win at home and a big rivalry matchup. A final in that one.
That's right. Now take you to Booker taking on Vega. We'll go to the first quarter. Opening kickoff. Jacob Hashke catches the ball on his own 22-yard line. He would go 78 yards.
How many?
78, folks, untouched to give Vega the lead early. The next possession. We'll let them celebrate there. All right, then Booker's first offensive play, and it's quarterback Edgar Avila. He would be sacked by Tanner Carnes. And
he would fumble.
Oh, he'd fumble. Okay, and then Hashke recovers the ball. And then now Vega. It's a quick toss to Colby Lester for the 10-yard touchdown. And Vega would take the lead 14-0. And then after Booker punts, Longhorns would give the ball to Lester again for a 45-yard touchdown.
Now, I believe he had a brother or a cousin or a relative of some sort named Colton who ran the football like that as well. Very good football genes in the Lester family.
I was going to say that, passing down the family tree. Well, Vega getting the win 54-14. Now let's take you to Wheeler taking on Claude. Go to the third quarter, and Wheeler already with a big lead, 36-0. Opening drive of the second half, and Claude's Keenan Stain with some big yardage on the ground for the first down, then same drive. Stain, look at just protecting the ball. 40-yard touchdown run up the middle. Put Claude on the board there, 36-6. Then ensuing kickoff. Claude
Squibs it,
but Wheeler's Gustavo Andrade picks up the loose ball and takes it to the house for the kickoff return and a touchdown. Going up 43-6, and Wheeler getting the win tonight, 52-12.
Let's go Bovina taking on Smyre on the road. Smyre's Arias Cisneros completes the ball to number 28, not on the roster. That's good for 10 yards and a first down. Then later the Bovina defense going to show out a big hit in the backfield. They're there to recover the defense. That was right before the half. They led 35-0 at that point. They would go on to get the win by a final of 48-0.
All right, how about some Sanjak action taking on Trinity Christian? Let's roll those. All right, and Trinity up 19-7. Quarterback Daniel Wheeler looking, he throws it up, but look who catches it. It's Jayton Hollis of Sanjak. He has the interception, but no, freshman Justin Franco rips it away for the reception, and then Wheeler keeping it. He gets his face mask grabbed,
but still finishes with a nice run.
Then Wheeler throws it to Jack. How do you say that one? Isaacson?
I would say Isaacson.
Isaacson, all right, for the catch. And Trinity defeats Sanjak 32-22.
Let's check out some more scores from around 2A. Clarendon with a victory on the road against Lockney. Farwell taking on Sudan. Look at this score. Tell me what you wouldn't want to. I definitely would not want to go watch a 6-0 game. Boys Ranch taking on Sanford Fritch. The Eagles soar at home. Shamrock taking on Groover. Big win for the Greyhounds. Memphis and Wellington. Massive rivalry between these two towns, and it's the Cyclones who emerged victorious. And Petrolia taking on Quanah, the Indians, win at home by a touchdown, 28-21. Certainly a lot of action in 2A as district play underway for a lot of those schools tonight. Wheeler, a big win, as we saw the highlights from that game.
Yeah, they're coming off 3 straight losses, and then they win tonight on the road in their first district game.
And then Bovina, a big win on the road as well, as they traveled a long way.
And then that Stratford and Sunray
always a big-time rivalry. And then Panhandle. I mean,
Yeah.
West Texas' offense has been great this year. Panhandle slows them down and gets a shutout victory. So certainly something to keep in mind as we move our way further into district play next week. Remember, this week 7 of the high school football season, only 11 weeks in the regular season. So we're already in the thick of things and nearing the end of the season at the same time. So 3 weeks left in district play, or 4 weeks rather, left in district play, 5 left in the wrap-up. So
doing some math
we need to get some. I know. You can see the gears are turning over here. I got enough fingers to make sure we get to 10, 11. It gets confusing after that. Well, anyways, we're going on to 3A next. Stay with us. You're watching the wrap-up on News Channel 10-2.